everyone, it's Jen Wilson with Next Home Cornerstone Realty in Destin, Florida. And today I just wanted to touch on a little bit lesser known perk of a homestead exemption here in Florida. It is called the Homestead Portability. And it is an awesome perk that both buyers and sellers can take advantage of. So I just wanted to walk you through an example. I'm going to turn off my camera and walk you through an example with some numbers and explain how it works. Here you'll see an example of a home that someone has claimed a property as their homestead. As many people know, when you state a property as your homestead, then your home's assessed value can only increase by up to 3% each year, or the inflation rate, whichever is lower. Because the value of properties jumped so much between 2021 and 2022, I'm going to start in the middle column of this example to show how valuable homestead exemption can be. You can see here that in 2021, the just market value of the home, according to the property appraiser, was $360,000, but the home's assessed value was $314,000. With the homestead exemption of $50,000, their taxable value was only $264,000. If you look at the difference between the just market value and the assessed value of the home, you'll see that that amount, or the difference, is the $46,000 listed in the cap difference portability amount at the bottom. Moving into 2022, the market value of the home increased to $467,000, an increase of almost 30%, which is great for these homeowners. However, because they have homestead exemption on this property, their assessed value only increased by 3% to $323,000. You take out the $50,000 for the homestead exemption and get a taxable value of just $273,000. Now the portability amount is $144,000. Let's say these people sold this home in February of 2023. Taxes haven't been determined, so we're going to assume that they'll stay at the $144,000 portability amount. This is where this extra perk of the homestead portability will come into play, because homestead portability allows the transfer of homestead assessment benefits from your previous homestead property to your new home. So if they were to purchase a home of equal or greater value, they can transfer that full $144,000 to their new homestead in order to reduce that home's assessment value. So for easy math, if the new home they purchased would have had an assessed value of $544,000, you take the $144,000 off, and it would now be an assessed value of $400,000. Then you take the $50,000 off for homestead, and their taxable value would be $350,000. This typically applies, or will apply in full, whenever you purchase a property of equal or greater value. However, if they were to downsize, you can still use this. It would just be at a prorated amount. So as you can see, this is probably most beneficial for somebody that is a seller that is looking to buy another property in the state of Florida. But honestly, buyers can benefit from this as well. So as a buyer that is purchasing a home that has a large differential there, you can take advantage of that lower tax bill at least until the new assessment comes around in the new tax season. So it's kind of a win-win and a great perk. A couple things to keep in mind, though, is that when you are purchasing the next home, if you're that seller and you have purchased a new homestead property, when you go to file your homestead exemption on the new home, you will also need to apply for the portability. It's not going to be automatic. So you're going to have to ask for that additional application so that it transfers over to the new house, because let's be honest, the government's not just going to give you free money if you don't ask for it. So something to keep in mind there. And also another great perk of this is that while a lot of sellers will probably turn around and buy their next home fairly quickly. You don't necessarily have to. You have up to 3 tax years to be able to transfer that portability difference over to a new homestead. So if you sell a property, decide to rent for a year, a little longer, then purchase the next homestead property, then you can still use all of that tax benefit that you had previously built up. So, a lot of information, I know, and I really appreciate you sticking with me and going through the numbers. If you have any questions, please feel free to give me a call. Or better yet, if you are looking to buy or sell along the beautiful Emerald Coast of Florida, please give me a call. I would love to help you out. Have a great day.